Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's time for another anime review. Welcome once again, guys. This is going to be on Akuma Kun, which released on Netflix. It is the AONA series, so online network anime animation. I don't know. It's an ONA. It's what it is. But it's a full 12-episode series released online, and they're on Netflix all together at once. So it wasn't episode by episode. Now, Akuma Kun has been a series, like I said in my first impressions, which if you want more information, go to that video because I explained it more in detail. But Akuma Kun, the actual series, has been thing since the 60s. So there's been animes, manga, there's been I think the anime was from the 80s and 90s, but the manga was from the 60s. Live action as well in the 60s and 70s. So there's been a lot of stuff for Akuma Kun already. So the fact that this series is attracting new viewers, but also probably some viewers from the past. So just keep that in mind. And there's going to be mixed reviews out there for it. I'm giving my review as someone who didn't see the original when it came out. So before anything, if you haven't done so by now, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. If you guys want to see more reviews of older, newer, all types of animes and all types of times of being released, then check out my channel. I do stuff for recent anime and also not so recent anime, in case you have all caught up with all the stuff like me that you want to watch up to this point. So go watch those videos and give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing, and let's talk about Akuma Kun. So like I said, it's kind of like a classic almost to the anime community, mystery genre and mythical genre as well. It's a great series. I hadn't heard of it other than by name, and I had seen little bits and clips here, and you know, not a big whoop about it. Live action, actually, I had never ever heard of it, but there was a live action that released. So there's that. The story itself follows a kid, Ichiro, who is named Akuma Kun, and he is basically a boy genius who is saved by Shingo, who is his father figure in the series. Now, him saving him from who we eventually find out is a demon, there's like a whole history behind that we get bits and pieces through it, but essentially Ichiro kind of sees him as the dad, but not really. He kind of eventually realizes that Shingo means more than what he thinks that he means to him. But essentially, I want to say the first 9 episodes, we have Ichiro, his partner Mephisto III, who is a half human, half demon. They go and solve mysteries, and people come to their office to help them solve mysteries, specifically in the occult stuff. Now, I will want to say the first 9 episodes, you can almost watch them in no whatsoever order, and as long as you don't care much about the last 3-5 minutes of each episode, it's pretty much like a different case by case episode. So every episode is its own case. It's solved at the end, and for the last 3-5 minutes, maybe they add something to the major plot that's happening. But in reality, you can enjoy those 9 episodes in whatever order that you want, and still kind of know what's going on in each episode because it's its own story. Now, the major plot is that essentially Ichiro is being coerced to go into the demon world by a demon and essentially free him from the one thing that could destroy him, which is this flute, which Shingo and his brother Mephisto II have basically kind of control of. So the last 2-3 episodes, I want to say 2.5 episodes are mainly about this demon essentially doing that, and it goes into a full battle of them fighting against them. It's very sad at points. Like the dad, I believe he dies, and Mephisto as well. There's like a whole scene that's just mind-boggling, but I won't say the ending. But I mean, I already spoiled a lot of stuff. I know, but it's a weird ending. I will say that it's almost left to the viewer to understand or to see, oh, maybe there is another season, or no, I think maybe they just concluded it there. And I think they did that on purpose just because they didn't know how much of a mix of emotions people would receive give for this series. One notable thing is the animation. It's not rough animation, but it's kind of like, it reminds me a lot of Doraemon, I believe is the name of the anime that's still going on. It's very much kiddish animation, but the content's very much dark. Like there is very sentimental, very dramatic stuff in 1 or 2 episodes that really makes you think, and you know, it's not the best thing. Like there's crimes that happen. I would say it's definitely PG-13, if not PG-17. But it kind of keeps it at a lightheartedness by using that type of animation. The demons themselves aren't like manifested in a horror way. They're manifested more in I'm a demon and I'm ugly this way, but it's not really a horror series, and doesn't try to be. So the animation of the one that came out in the 90s was a lot rougher, was a little bit older style, and it kind of reminds you a lot of series like Dragon Ball and stuff like that. And this one, it's a lot cleaner, the colors are a lot more vibrant, and you can tell it's a modern series, but the animation is definitely different from what you get in your usual anime. So out of 10, I'm gonna give this one to be, as a first-time viewer, I really enjoyed it, to be honest. 7.5. I don't think it's like the best, but I think it's really good. In fact, I would even say if you're a beginner anime watcher, you would probably even still enjoy it as well. It just gave a lot of emotions to me that I didn't think it was gonna give. So yeah, definitely go watch it. It's on Netflix, 12 episodes. I do recommend it. I think people that maybe grew up with the series, there's my bell to stop this video, but people that grew up with this series and people that maybe are a lot closer to it, which there's not a lot. I mean, I'm going to be honest, the live action series, which is the first series that I released, was in the 60s. So there's not a lot of people that maybe grew up with it airing on the TV that are extremely attached to the series, that may be watching this Netflix one. But for those that are, which were few, I would say maybe they might not enjoy it because, you know, a lot of people tend to rely and want the original content and it to be very similar to the original content. And from what I see, I don't think it is, and I don't even know if it's the same story or continuation, to be honest. So yeah. If it is continuation, good job. It's a really good series, standalone. You don't have to see the older stuff to understand what's going on in this one. So yeah, go check it out on Netflix. 12 episodes, pretty easy to watch. Go give it some love. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.